What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trav Moody here with a Labor Day special. It's the Marvel Legends Venom versus the Uncanny X-Men Warlord Professor X. And it's the 85th anniversary Venom, celebrating that on this retro Spidey card. It is sort of a battle of the Wally World Walmart Collector Con exclusives. They shipped fast. They shipped in like a day, on track. Best ever shipping service I've ever... No, I'm kidding. But they did well today. Happy Labor Day. Big thanks to all of the hard-working delivery folk out there. Us toy collectors were incredibly impatient and terrible people. But you guys are kicking butt, making sure we get our toys the best we can. As you can see, there seems to be a little bit of blemishes. They look fairly mint. In card, if you look this way, it's a little bent. They try to jam it into a smaller box, but you know, whatever. But what we're going to do here in this review video, of course, is break down each figure which one is the best of the two, which one you need. All right, it's the long-awaited Warlord, one half of the Powers of Pain, finally able to join his tag team partner, the Barbarian. Oh, okay, so wrong Warlord. Hey, I'm confused. I'm not used to seeing Professor X this way. But either way, right out of the rip, man, this guy's fun. I was not anticipating this at all. I mean, I had mentioned the 275 Jim Lee cover of Uncanny X-Men. It's not even the same colorway, bro. Purple and bright yellow. Like, how can we even do the cover justice if this isn't it? Well, I mean, sure, while it's a different color than the cover, it is the same Warlord Pro X Xavier that we get in the interiors of 275. And the first thing we're going to do is look at this face sculpt. It's terrific. He's got the shed armor. It isn't purple and gold, but it is a nice sky blue metallic wash all over the helmet and all over the shoulder pauldrons, as you can see. If you really get close and dig in, you can see those eyes and that menacing pupil and everything. And what a nice metallic blue paint wash, again, rubbing off against the silvers. It is kind of funny, his pupils are like below the helmet. Is this helmet like not fitting him? Can I adjust it? No, his face sculpt is molded in there, but otherwise, man, looking really good. Yeah, now you can see the white pupils. Yeah, he's not too thrilled that it's Labor Day and we're working on it. Yeah, but those things tend to happen. Now, if you look at the back of the helmet and the shoulder pauldrons, sans ring light beam that we got there. Sorry, it's really bright, the skies. We don't have the metallic wash. Not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice to have some continuity on the back. It's a really good looking helmet and face scan. All right, now before we get into the bod, we got to get into the alternate face sculpt. Xavier looking as stoic and handsomely bald as ever before. Unfortunately, it didn't come with this face sculpt, and I don't own it. So, yeah, that's kind of just messed up right there. It comes with this like really demented, sadistic, grinning cheese one here. But, you know, those are the faces he makes in the comic book. He's got really bright blue eyes, that's for sure. Let's compare. The last time we got Xavier in that chair, it looks like a little bit of brown hazel gold action. I love this face sculpt. Unfortunately, GameStop told me to go F myself, and they canceled my chairs. They recently restocked Professor X. I grabbed a couple and a quick restock. If it's only GameStop and there's a restock, it's an error. It's not happening. This is the scan we're getting. It's a little crazy. You probably won't use this one. Is he doing the people's eyebrow? What is he doing? I don't know. What is he doing with? Let me know in the comments. Which one are you going with? I think the choice is easy, but don't let me dictate that for you. Plopping off the head, we've got the shoulder pauldron piece with the cape, as I mentioned, and it comes off. So there you go. If you wanted to do a little bit of kit bashing, give him a nice wiry blue cotton soft goods, good luck. I mean, you got to be really good at what you do, Tony's Figs level at what you do. because you get this plastic piece, or you could just use an X-Acto knife and cut it off, but then you kind of ruin everything. It's just the plastic cape. It's not as wonderful as it is in the comic book. It's, you know, it's reuse. I don't know from where, maybe a Doctor Strange or something like that, but it isn't wonderful. What is nice is you get the PVC on the shoulder pauldrons here for easy flexing. We'll throw that back to demonstrate that. Yeah, we're not going to use that other head, but yeah, you want to articulate arms up and arms around and do like a full 360 and everything. It's fine because these shoulder pauldrons are nice and soft, so that was a good move right there. Although one thing I will state is I really love this. It's like a Golden State Warriors blue, like a royal blue. It's really nice. It's got a nice color. I do like the texture and the detail involved in the cape. It's not a bad cape. I'm just big on soft goods. Some people hate soft goods. So there you go. Professor X, being the warlord he is, he's got this majestic hands, majestic, if you will. And then we're throwing it in here. He's got the fisties. He might have to punch out a couple mutants that get in his way. And here we have Professor X, sans wheelchair. He's walking fine, guys. There's been an update. He's okay. He's able to walk. One thing you'll notice is he's got pins. But this Vulcan buck that we have here, it's got all the joints, double pinless knees and elbows. It's on-point articulation. Looks like he's got a little bit of a build rather than a straight business suit. So definitely an improvement there. He is a little more tan on the Professor X side. Looks like two different people. I mean, it almost looks like Bullseye on the right in a way and Dr. Spock on the left. But either way, they're both pretty good. Obviously, it's for a warlord of the Shi'ar Empire. That face sculpt definitely fits. It's really good. I mean, it's got that face print. You can tell it's an update. Just the way they did it with everything. And nice and textured and whatnot. So, lots of fun. Alright, and because it's Labor Day and I'm too lazy to do any work, I stuffed Xavier, okay, Warlord, in this team picture. And I think Jubilee's bubble exploded and Wolverine's really tiny. But you know what battle we should have really did? Walmart versus Target. The battle of the exclusives. You got Venom and Carnage, best buddies forever, BFFs, faux life. But which one do you pick? Which one was harder to get? Did Target make it difficult for you to get a Carnage man, or was Walmart doing Walmart type things? You know how Walmart likes to be like Walmart. Anyway, both of them weren't that difficult to get, but let me know in the comments if you had a tough time acquiring either of these wonderful Spidey anti-heroes or villains or anti-villains or whatever they are. I just wanted to show you guys what they look like side by side. That's all. But you guys want to see something really insane? Remember this? It was like, remind me, a PulseCon exclusive? Very, very cool looking animated cell-shaded Venom. It's got the red and blue accents. To be honest, I never really looked much at it. I'm like, oh, only got one skin exclusive, has a cover sleeve and everything. Not gonna touch it in case I go broke. I haven't opened it yet. Could do a comparison and open it, but why do that when I can just leave it carded and pretty? Because this will be the one that we open, because it wasn't that hard to get, right? Walmart. As far as I know, when you go to the landing page, it's gone. Same with Warlord. I went on Walmart and it says page cannot be found. So I don't know. Which one is more valuable? I want you guys to interact with me. I'm not sure which one holds more value. Which one should I flip and pay rent with? Because that's what I do on this channel. Bunch of broke-ass mofos. We sell our toys, we flip them, we feed our babies, and we pay rent with our freaking toys. It's Labor Day, y'all. Prepare for torture! Even with Tom Hardy playing the role of Venom, Eddie's never looked so handsome. Alright, that smiling, grinning, demented face is not this one, alright? It isn't that one, but again, this is gonna, that's That Warlord Professor X alt sculpt's going to wind up my favorite sculpt of the year to mess with people. But this is the one, baby. This is a new look that we're getting. It's the gold standard. It is what you've been waiting for, the 85th anniversary retro animated Spider-Man series Venom. You just want to look at this demented, comic booky, freaking grin. How awesome is this thing? Ah, it's so good. Got the blood sucking through the teeth. Got just that perfect looking Todd McFarlane cover, anguishy face with the blob, the venom juicing out of the balaclava mask. Ah, it's so good. Freaking good. Otherwise, this is the other sculpt we're getting, but it's good and everything, but we did see it in that Amazon 3-pack. But this time it's more of a pinkish tongue. The other one was like red and everything, so this is a nicer contrast for the mouth, and the teeth look great. But yeah, we've seen this sculpt before, but it's fantastic. I do wish this was wired, the tongue. How cool would that be, you know? It just would be fun, and you could articulate it. But, you know, I could bend it a little bit, but it's going to go back in place where it was. But just to give you a look at his umbilical tongue cord. But yeah, looking good. Venom looking mighty fine. As for the rest of Venom, everything is the same as that Amazon 3-pack, minus this upgraded torso. One thing I should call out now before you get all prickly with me is that there are pins, but you know, you already got a good mold and it's a really dark black paint. So I'm okay with the pins. I mean, we got the similar pins in the Omega Red and the Sabretooth body. I mean, it is partial reuse from that Omega Red torso. The one thing is we don't have the pinholes at the top of the shoulders. And then, you know, in the 3-pack, it had the kind of symbiote tentacles popping out of those. So this time it's just a clean, round shoulder, showing that Tom Hardy was hitting the CGI traps, if you will. Look, I don't own that 3-pack. I'm sorry, I don't own everything. Marvel Legends, I buy a lot of stuff, but I just don't own it all. But it's okay. On this torso, we have a new diaphragm swivel and everything. So it's a better cut. It's got a much better crunch on the upper and bottom torso. And we'll keep that there. So there we go. And 360 all the way around. Why didn't I do articulation for Warlord? Well, I just didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel like it at all. So that's usually going to have to deal with it. No, it's just because it's the same buck that we've had a million times over. But just to give you an idea, this one has a really nice butterfly range as well, as does like Sabretooth from that 2-pack with Wolverine. So you got, obviously, double knees, not pinless. As I mentioned, you got your thigh swivel, your ankle hinge with the 360 rocker, which is really nice, and all that stuff. You got your basic big boy body buck articulation, but like I said, we got a partial reuse, and they kind of changed the upper. And also what's nice is you got the butterfly joints aren't interfering with that logo, the Venom Spidey logo there, that paint. So that's nice. And then in addition to those giant claw hands that we have, same as like your Sabretooth and prior Venoms and whatnot, are the fisties and punchies. Alright, comparison time. It is the Wally World Walmart Collector Venom Retro animated Spider-Man dude looking really dwarf compared to Tom Hardy movie Venom from the original and the Null 2-pack Venom that's on the same movie Venom buck. Yeah. I just wanted to show that tongue action. Give me a little bit of tongue. And here we have our guy lined up with one of my favorite Marvel Legends ever. This Venom with the two-tone blue dynamite midnight wash against the black. It's not the Build-A-Figure anymore. This was the re-release. Just so fantastic. Just a crazy buck. He's like the massive monster beast version. And here we got Eddie sandwiched between the two Cletus Cassidys. the Venom Pool movie one on the right with the Dark Carnage face sculpt, and the recently released retro carded Carnage, which is absolutely fantastic. Forget Venom for a bit. I didn't get to compare these or review these. I didn't want to, didn't feel like it, whatever. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, they're almost one-to-one, you know, pretty much on the same buck and everything. I mean, they still got pins. You got the darker toes there. There was an additional face sculpt similar to this one that came with it. It's crazy that this is movie and this is comic, and it's basically the same thing. I mean, if you watch the movie, it's pretty much the same thing. There is Let There Be Carnage Venom movie sequel versions of Venom and Carnage. I don't have them yet. I'm kind of clearance waiting on those just because, I mean, I got the movie ones. They come with great accessories. I don't want to pay $40 for accessories. But comparing the comic versions that you guys care about the most, this is an awesome figure with these accessories. It just takes it 2 steps forward. And well, you can't show Venom without showing Spider-Man. So we've got the Renew Your Vows Spidey on the left, the top of the line, the absolute pinnacle of Spidey figures for Marvel Legends at the minute. And we have the Amazing Fantasy Spidey with additional head sculpt on a Skeletron skateboard. Yeah, he's almost there in height, but yeah, super fun. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to compare our Warlord with his Brotherhood, their Magneto. Now, that cape probably would have been better suited in reuse, but I could understand why, because of the complications that you've got in his own overlay. But it definitely has that more emphatic, livelier feel on Magneto than it does here, where it just kind of drapes down. So it has more action. It would have been nice to have that, but maybe hard to do with the way the armor set up. All right. Final verdict. The only reason these guys are going against each other is because they were both released together through Walmart Collector Conned. We've all been conned by Walmart before. Look, they're both pretty good. They're both pretty good. They both come with an extra set of hands and an additional face sculpt. Not a whole lot of accessories. You get a little more bang for your buck with the Venom. I think you guys know where this is going, but I'm going to edge Venom by a Tom Hardy toenail. 4 out of 5 for the retro animated Spider-Man Venom. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We go live every Wednesday. Yes, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. This Wednesday, it's our 4th birthday. We are celebrating 4 years of A Toy Kind of Mood. Happy birthday to us this Wednesday. And happy birthday to the A Toy Kind of Mood community. Thanks for hanging with us each and every Wednesday night. We really appreciate you guys. For the meantime, guys, happy Labor Day. Be good to your friends. Love them no matter what. It's Travis Moody. I'll see you in the twile. Peace.